Hey, my name is Jeremy. This will be my review of Animal Crossing New Horizons for the Nintendo Switch, which is the newest entry into the Animal Crossing series that started almost 20 years ago on the N64 and GameCube. This is the fifth entry in the series since the beginning, and it's the first game in the series to come out since Animal Crossing New Leaf back in 2012 on the 3DS. So it's safe to say that Nintendo and Animal Crossing fans have been waiting for this game for almost a decade. So when you first start the game, it has you create and customize your character. Every other character in the game is an animal, whether they be a lion or owl or raccoon or something like that, something in the animal kingdom. Your character is a human, and you create and customize them. There's not a ton of customization options in the beginning, but it's very simple, very easy to get into. So your first real goal in this game, given you to by Tom Nook, he gives you the objective of bringing over people from other islands to your island to be residents. So essentially what you go and do is you get these things called Nook Miles, which Nook Miles are like one of the currencies in the game. So there's two different currencies in the game. They're called Nook Miles and Bells. Bells are just regular money that you get from selling things, and you can find them in the game is a lot about player creativity and choice. What you do next and how you enhance your island is totally up to you. Much of the game is a pretty similar gameplay loop to the other games, and it's pretty similar throughout this game, but I never really got bored of it. I never really got tired of it. It never got repetitive because there's always something there, something more to do. There's always something pushing you. And as of now, I've played about 30 hours of the game, and the game's only been out a few weeks, and I've seen people who have 200 plus hours in the game, which is insane to me, but I'm definitely going to put in a lot more hours into this game. There's a lot more I haven't seen, and there's a lot more I haven't collected. There's so much to this game, because one huge part of the game is the amount of creativity that's truly involved here. Not only can players customize their islands and the homes as they see fit, but they can also customize like furniture, decorations. And the best thing about this game, I think one of my favorite features about this game, is it has the ability to create and even import custom designs. So if you can find a picture on the internet, if you have a picture on your computer, you can import that into the game and make it like a poster or something. For example, I found pictures of a bunch of my favorite album covers and a bunch of posters of some of my favorite movies, and I have those as posters in the game. And it takes a few steps to do that, but it is pretty simple and pretty easy to get that done. So overall, I would say Animal Crossing New Horizons is a pretty fantastic game. It does a lot to push forward the Animal Crossing series, and I would say it's pretty simple for anyone to get into. As someone who hasn't played a ton of Animal Crossing games in the past, I easily got hooked into this game, especially during a time like this where everyone's kind of home in quarantine. This is the perfect game to play because you can play it for hours, you can set it down, you can pick it up later in the day, get different items because it is later in the day and things like that. It's a pretty cool, fun experience. It has a lot of charm. A lot of the characters have a lot of charm to them. Mind you, they are speaking gibberish throughout the game, but there are subtitles and they say a lot of really fun, cool remarks and things like that. The characters are really cool. The character creator gets more in depth later on when you can customize your character. There's a ton of different clothing items, ton of different items that you can craft for furniture for your home or craft for decorations. You can even trade items with other players, which is pretty easy to do, and it's pretty fun. Like it's a slow game. There's not a lot of you can't find a lot of action in this game. It's not that type of game. If you like life simulators, if you like slow games, it's very slow. There's some strategy to it, to what you do in the game, but there's not a ton of thinking that you have to do. So it's really easy to pick up and play without thinking much. There's not a lot of, it doesn't get too complicated. It stays fairly simple. Even in the more complicated sections of the game, it's still simple compared to most other games. So anyone, kids, adults, anyone can really play this and really enjoy the game. It has an incredible charm, and it's the perfect game for anyone wanting to escape the realities of the world, even for a few hours at a time. And I would say it's a must-buy for anyone who owns a Nintendo Switch. And if you don't own a Nintendo Switch, I would say it might even be worth buying a Switch just to play this game, because it's that good, and then you'll put in a lot of hours into it. I know I did, and it's awesome. It's definitely a must-buy. See you guys, and stay safe out there.